Welcome to Sports Unfolded Film Breakdown Edition, and today I just want to talk about the team that I believe is going to win the Super Bowl this year. They just clinched the number one seed in the NFC, the league's best record. I want to talk about the Green Bay Packers and their offense. And you're going to be really surprised what I've seen with Green Bay this year. It's really a simple offense for the most part, and that's really going to benefit them. They haven't showed their playbook really. They've really only skinned the iceberg of what they're capable of in terms of play calling heading into the playoffs, which is really going to help them. And I believe they're going to win the Super Bowl. So let's get right into the film. But before we get into the video, if you like this shirt, you like this heat, you like this merch, go check it out. We also have hoodies, workout shirts for men and women, stickers. Just go check it out. Link is in the description. All right, so the first really variation of what the Packers do to really have success is they run this little RPO. There's a lot of variations of it. This is the first one I'm going to show you. Right here, they have two backs. They have a split backfield, and they're going to take this running back, and they're going to put him in motion. And it's just going to be an RPO. You're going to read this linebacker right here. Well, these two, technically, if they take steps towards the running back, if they have their momentum, I'll show you what I mean right here. If they are momentum, you can see here, he takes a step as Aaron Jones goes in motion. And you're going to see that the defense is really filtering. This guy doesn't know what to do. Because if Aaron Rodgers swings this out here, he's going to be able to get on this side of this blocker. He's going to be able to get on this side of this blocker. These two linebackers are playing this sweep. And I'll show you in a minute. But if these guys were to play the run, he could just swing it out here. It's this RPO. It's a really good concept. And Green Bay does it a ton with a ton of variations that can really trick people up. So they're just going to hand this ball off. And they're going to get about 6-7 yards. All right, so here's another variation. We're going to read this. Aaron Rodgers is going to read this linebacker right here. He's going to make him wrong. If he goes to play this run, Davante Adams is going to run a little speed out, and these two receivers right here can block the defenders that are head up of them. And if this guy plays the run, if he steps down, it's a 3-on-2. You have the numbers out here. If he plays Davante Adams, then he's just going to run the ball and have numbers between the tackles. So you're going to see here. That linebacker stays home. His eyes are to the backfield. This is an RPO. The whole line is blocking this way, playing for the run if it goes to A.J. Dillon. While these guys out here are playing the Davante Adams, this is what the Packers like to call the Green Bay sweep. It's essentially a sweep, just like a quick toss out to your receiver. They do it so much, and it works so effectively. So see, this linebacker's wrong. Aaron Rodgers is smart. He's just going to make him wrong. If he was playing Davante Adams, he'd hand the ball off here with numbers. But since his eyes are in the backfield and he got caught looking at the run, he's just going to swing it out here to Davante Adams. And he has a lot of room to run with good blocking in front. All right, so here's another way that they're going to run this. This is a very, very similar concept, almost the exact same concept. And Aaron Rodgers, every time he's just going to read the number 3 defender to see what he does. If he comes in here and he gets his eyes in the backfield on the run, he's going to have Aaron Jones, who's lined up as receiver here, and he's going to run a little bubble, and he can just fling it out there, and then it's 3-on-2. With 2 blockers in front on 2 defenders, you have a 3-on-2 situation. Now, what happens here, unlike the last time, is this defender right here is actually going to play Aaron Jones, and Aaron Rodgers recognizes that. You see there? He's going to fly down on Aaron Jones, and you do not have numbers out there with it being 2 blockers on 3 defenders, 3-on-3 situation. Rodgers recognizes that, realizes he took this defender out of the equation. He's just going to hand it off to A.J. Dillon. All right, so this time what we're going to get is a very similar situation that I showed y'all 2 plays ago where Davante Adams was the number 3. He was in the slot. And what you're going to see here is this person is going to, sort of drift over with Davante Adams. As we can see as the motion goes here. Now, he's the number 3 defender on this side, so Aaron Rodgers knows he's reading this person to see if his eyes are in the backfield and he's playing the run. He can swing it out to Davante Adams, who's actually going to motion over and then run this little Green Bay sweep. So what happens is he gets his eyes in the backfield, doesn't have his momentum, and he just swings it out to Davante Adams in the flat with 2 blockers in front. All right, so I've showed y'all all clips from last night, and this is a really cool variation that the Packers do here. What you're going to see, this is another RPO Green Bay sweep. And what you're going to get is this is man-to-man. It's pretty obvious in the goal line situation. All the defenders are clearly playing head-up man-to-man on all your receivers, right? So Davante Adams is going to motion full sprint, acting like he's motioning to the other side of the field. The defense doesn't really, they're trying to roll with Devontae Adams, expecting him to have a full motion to the other side. But then what he's going to do is he's going to cut his motion off right here as the ball snapped, and he's just going to head right back out here on the Green Bay sweep. And there's not going to be a man there because they're thinking that he's going to motion all the way across. So let's back this up and just show you the full play. Just stops it, boom, Green Bay sweep, wide open in the flat touchdown. All right, so these Green Bay sweeps that the Packers really love doing, just flipping these little RPOs out, these little flat routes, these little bubble routes out to their receivers, they work against off coverage. But then teams start to play press on Devontae Adams right here. And this is a concept that the Packers have done all year. And not even with Devontae Adams. They do it with their other receivers like Allen Lazard too. It's just a back shoulder fade. It's that simple. The Packers offense is so simple that it's scary how good they can be when they decide to open up the playbook, because they really haven't opened up their playbook this year. I've watched multiple games today at school because I wasn't paying attention. I was watching Packers film. And they have really had basic concepts 90% of their plays. Now, in crucial situations, they have to open up the playbook a little bit, like they did in this 49ers game at the end. But let's cut the chase. You're going to see Devontae Adams here. You've press coverage. Aaron Rodgers knows where he's going before the play. I don't even need to talk. You just can't defend that. I mean, that's a perfect release. I mean, this is just Devontae Adams at his finest, you know? You get that, you just give him a little jab, and then you get that outside leverage, and Rodgers does this all the time, throws the ball where only his receiver can get it. And then look, this is 2 plays later. 2 plays later. Same exact look, same exact coverage, same exact release, and same exact catch. All right, so enough of Devontae Adams. He gets all the love. Although I am going to show a lot more Devontae Adams clips. Here we have Allen Lazard at the bottom of the screen. This is off coverage. But Aaron Rodgers knows that he can place the ball where only his receiver can get it. So they can high point it on a back shoulder fade. Here he's just going to have a little 3-step drop back. Devontae Adams was double covered. Throws it up to Lazard where only his man can get it. Unbelievable throw. And they really have done that all year long. All right, so here's another one of these back shoulder fades, and you may be asking, what's the difference between a back shoulder fade and just a normal fade? Well, a back shoulder fade when you have a receiver like Devontae Adams and a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. It's so much more beneficial because what you're going to see here pre-snap, we're going to see Harrison Smith. This is Harrison Smith right here. He was actually lined up here like he was blitzing, and then pre-snap he backed up here. So what that says is you're not going to be able to hit him over the top. That takes the normal fade out of the equation, just like your loft to the back corner kind of fade, because he is playing a deep half here. He rolls back last second. Aaron Rodgers knows with his back shoulder fade, he can still throw this ball. Back shoulder away from this safety where his receiver can high point it, and that's as good as it gets. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about a back shoulder fade. Even when pre-snap, when the safety is rolling back, you still know that your best receiver can come down with it away from both defenders. It's insane how clean they are. All right, so the last thing I want to show about the Packers offense, really their basics that they do, there's really 3 things. It's the Green Bay sweep RPO that I showed y'all, those back shoulder fades that I showed y'all, and then just the Devontae Adams plays where you just take Devontae Adams and you run him in a one-on-one situation. So here's what we're going to see here. We're going to see Aaron Jones. He's going to run like a little hitch. He's lined up as an up back here. And in case it's zone coverage, this will suck the linebackers down. And Devontae Adams is going to run like a 10 to 12 yard dig route here. So if it was zone, he could just read this linebacker. If he comes up to play Jones, he hits the dig. If he plays Devontae Adams, he should have his check down Aaron Jones. But this is man-to-man, and Aaron Rodgers is going to know that post-snap. I mean, what doesn't he know post-snap at this point, as he's going to win his second MVP in a row. So let's take the snap here. This linebacker clearly has Aaron Jones in coverage. And Aaron Jones knows to just get out of the way because he's the check down, and this play is designed to go to Devontae Adams. And once you know it's man coverage, once Aaron Rodgers eyes this guy and knows that he's on Aaron Jones, he knows it's man coverage, and he knows that this is a mismatch. I don't care who this corner is, he's going to be a mismatch. And then he's just going to run his little 10-yard dig, and then he's just a better athlete than everyone else, so he'll turn it upfield. All right, so here's a little glimpse of when the Packers decide to open up the playbook, what they can do. This is in a crucial situation against the Rams. What we're going to say here is this is a tight end who was originally on the bottom of the screen. He's going to motion over the top of the screen, And just look at this. Just look at pre-snap. They already got him. Aaron Rodgers makes Jalen Ramsey bump out to this tight end. He makes Jalen Ramsey have to be he was on Devontae Adams, and then he's going to end up having to play this tight end because of that motion all the way across the field. And what you're going to see here is this guy's just going to run like a 3-yard hitch to suck Jalen Ramsey down, and then Devontae Adams, due to that motion, will have a mismatch on this safety. And I'll play the clip. There you see the 3-yard hitch by the tight end. And then it's just Devontae Adams on the slot fade. Get the mismatch. That's as good as it gets. I mean, you look pre-snap. Jalen Ramsey was on Adams. And you wouldn't run that play if that was your matchup. But then you force Jalen Ramsey out here and get Devontae Adams a mismatch. It's what they do pre-snap. It is so smart and so effective. This is a Devontae Adams play. All right, so yeah, there's really 3 key concepts that the Packers run. They run the Green Bay sweep, RPO. They run back shoulder fades with Devontae Adams or Allen Lazard or sometimes Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And then they just have plays that are solely designed for Devontae Adams. And it's really genius how simple they make their playbook, yet it's so complicated at the same time because they have so many variations of everything that they do. So I hope you learned a little bit today, and I think the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl, and I might have just persuaded you to believe that too because they haven't even showed a glimpse of what they can do offensively, and they're putting up 40 a game. So thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Sports Unfolded, Film Breakdown Edition. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out our socials, and if you want to go give this merch a look, link in description, it will be much appreciated. I'll catch you guys next time, and thank you for watching.